we are going to bring in Brooke Shields. Brooke Shields, interestingly, her co-star in her movie is Sissany, who is not with us today. Brooke, there you are on our Zoom. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. I was actually really early, but I was in the wrong Zoom room.
Oh, well,
So,
at least you knew you were in the wrong Zoom. No, not at all. The second we saw you, wanted to say hi. So your co-star Sissany, who works for us, is out with COVID today.
No, I'm so sorry. Oh, see, I was just jealous and fearful of being on air with her. She'd upstage me, and
well, listen, she's been talking about it. We don't want to say anything, but how was the red carpet? It was her first, wasn't it her first movie premiere red carpet to, I think, walk? How was it? You've done this a million times. I don't know if did you see her at all on the carpet?
I briefly, yeah. I think we did take a picture together. Yeah, okay. It was sweet. I think, your first is always very special. When it's like your 180th, you're kind of like, okay, here we go.
Deep breath. We can do it. I have to tell you, I get to see, obviously you can tell by the physique, I'm into these hardcore workouts, and I get to see your husband at the gym every once in a while.
He was doing the opposite of that.
No, he's hard. He works hard. Chris Henchy works hard in the gym.
Yes, he does.
He's at we're boxing. I mean, the guy, have you ever seen him box?
He's like a tank. I mean, he's like a large trunked tree. Like he's just immovable in every way. But yeah, no, he mentioned sometimes that he sees you at the gym. But I mean, boxing is it's like an endurance sport, and you have to be fit in its entirety.
Holiday Harmony is now streaming on HBO Max. You can listen to Now What, right? Is your podcast on iHeartRadio. Tell me about the premise of this. I find it so fascinating, actually.
Well, first of all, I've always had respect for what you all do, but it's a very different part of my brain to be on the other side of the questioning. And a topic that I've always been interested in is how people continue on through adversity. And when I say adversity, it can mean anything. It can mean not getting into college. It can mean divorce, diagnosis, being fired, whatever it is. And if you think about people that we see, especially people in the public eye, they've all fallen. They've all made mistakes. They've all hit the bottom and they've figured out ways to persevere through. And I'm interested in those stories. So there's a place and time when you always say to yourself, oh my God, now what? This is not what I thought was going to happen, or I was planning for something totally different. And out of the blue, you're kind of knocked off your balance. And that now what moment really, I think, reveals people. It doesn't just define them. I think it reveals your character.
Have you seen a common thread in those who have had to pick themselves back up and the people you've talked to?
Yeah. And what it is it's that moment of, there's a combination of feelings when it happens. So it's anger, embarrassment, fear, insecurity. And each one of these people had to mourn it, had to allow themselves to be mad, be angry, be hurt. I mean, Cal Penn said when he didn't get into college, he shaved his head. Right. And that was a self-destructive way of doing it, or whatever you have to do that honors, get hammered or scream or go take 5, boxing classes in a row, or whatever the thing is that you have to do to sort of allow yourself to honor the feeling. Yeah. And then after they did that, those who really soared and continued through were able to then pick themselves up and kind of shake it off and go, all right, what is my next move? Now, what do I do? And so I think I think the important piece is that you have to allow yourself to feel that feeling. Because if you press it down I think that you're not able to go forward if you don't indulge it a little bit and then get on with it.
That's good life lessons for everybody to relate to. So check that out, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast. Brooke, great to see you. Take good care. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Say hi to husband Chris for me, okay?
I will. Maybe I'll see you in the gym.
Okay. Bye, Brooke.
Bye.
Later.